What's going on, YouTube? Glad you guys were able to make it with me once again here on another video through your mind, of course. Get you guys to think once again. So, as you read in the title, this video is about why does it seem like the trip home is quicker or faster than the trip there. All right, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna dive into this. All right, so a lot of people may have experienced this. Let's say you go ahead and you take a road trip, and on that road trip, it seems as though you getting there, all right, is longer and you coming back home is shorter. Now, there could be two reasons for this. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna state the obvious reason, of course, okay? So say I go ahead and I drive from Milwaukee to Chicago, okay? So I'll go ahead and I decide I wanna go ahead and drive from Milwaukee to Chicago. Now check this out. My way back is gonna be quicker. My way back from Chicago, get over here, coming back to Milwaukee is gonna be quicker. And you know why that is? Well, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna state the obvious in case you didn't guess already. But the traffic going to Chicago is more heavy, and so you're gonna spend more time in traffic going to Chicago, okay? Versus from Chicago coming to Milwaukee, okay? So that's why the trip home is gonna be a quicker one. So that's one aspect. But I'm gonna get into the other aspect, you guys, okay? And that is because of a little thing called, and it's not really little, you know, it's a thing called anticipation, all right? And what anticipation does to you is it can make the time go by very, very slow, okay? Have you ever waited for somebody? Say somebody, you had a friend coming over, or, you know, or whatever, okay? And you waited for this person to come over to your house, okay? If you don't do anything but wait, for this person to show up, I guarantee you it's gonna seem like forever, okay? It's gonna seem like the person ain't never gonna come, they ain't never gonna show up, okay? Or have you ever been at work, all right, and it's about time to punch out? Maybe you got about 5 minutes left. You got about 5 minutes left on the clock, right? So you go ahead and you wait for them 5 minutes, okay? And you sit there and waiting for those 5 minutes to pass on by, okay? Well, guess what? That's gonna be the longest 5 minutes you ever waited. You ever notice that? Well, that's why, for a such thing called anticipation. Now, I'm gonna give you another example. And trust me, you guys, when I say this, I am getting to a conclusion, okay? So, and I'm gonna use this example because it seems to be the popular choice today. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna talk about it. Smoking weed, smoking cannabis, smoking ganja, you know, whatever you want to call it, you know exactly what I'm talking about, okay? Now imagine that when you're smoking weed, or if you have ever smoked weed before, it may seem like 2 or 3 hours pass by, okay? But in actuality, only like 10 minutes or 15 minutes then pass by. And I say that to use an example. I'm not telling you to go out there and smoke some weed so you can see. What I'm saying is that I'm using that as an example, okay, you guys, so you guys can get an understanding of what I'm talking about, okay? I'm trying to, compare it to something. So now, what you have is when you're going on a trip, say you're going on a road trip, that whole time going to your destination is like smoking weed, okay? The same euphoric feeling that you get from smoking weed is the same euphoric feeling that you get when you go on a road trip right before you get there, okay? And that is called dopamine, all right? Now it's gonna have you, it's gonna have you feeling like, man, I'm excited for the trip, man. Yeah, we're gonna have fun, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. Now, that whole time, you're just anticipating. You're anticipating getting there. And so, because of your anticipation, guess what? Just like when you was waiting on your friend to get to your house, the anticipation is just the same, okay? The anticipation is just the same. It's gonna make it seem like the time is going by extremely slow, okay? That's what it's gonna do. It's gonna make it seem like the time is going by extremely slow. Now, on your way back now, okay? On your way back, it's gonna seem faster, okay? It's gonna seem faster, and that is for the simple reason. Now it's kind of the opposite. I don't know how to explain this without saying the right or wrong things, but it's kind of the opposite of anticipation, okay? When you're focused on getting home, all right, you're not really focused on the time, okay? You're not really focused on the time. You just focused on getting there, all right? And so for this reason, it may seem like you're getting there a little quicker, okay? Because you have the thoughts of your trip in your mind. So your mind may be preoccupied thinking of something else, all right? Just like it is when you're, smoking the weed or your cannabis or whatever. Your mind is focused on something else. It's not focused on time, okay? And so while you're riding or whatever you're doing to get back home, it's gonna seem as though time, like you just got there a lot quicker, okay? But time didn't go by any faster, which we know. An hour is still 60 minutes, all right? But there is a difference. And the only difference is, like I stated in the beginning, is your anticipation level, okay? Your anticipation level is high, time is gonna go slower, okay? Your anticipation is lower level, your anticipation level is lower, and time will go faster, okay? If that makes any sense to you guys, all right? Now, forgive me, I'm riding through the tunnel right now, all right? It's a little dark, but I digress. I'm in the light again. All right, so I just want you guys to think about that, okay? If you have anything that you want to say, any comments that you have, please leave a comment in the comment section and let me know what you think. If you have another reason, then go ahead and put it in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? And let's start some good dialogue, okay, you guys? Because I like having conversations that help open up the mind and help to get people to think, all right? So with that being said, hey, Got business to take care of, you guys. If you didn't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, all right? And leave a comment, all right, you guys? All right, peace.